Okay, I'm testing the internet for the dozenth time. It keeps timing out on me, so I had to take the trouble. This took me about 45 minutes to relocate the converter or modem that controls the telephone and the internet and parts of the DVR system into the living room phone where my mother's lamp and stuff is. Had to relocate some of the food goods, and right now the internet signal appears to be good. Then again, when it goes on OBS, it loves to fluctuate. But I'm thinking also it could be this computer, because all I did was move the router to a different location that's closer to my room. And from according to the customer service department, the Wi-Fi signal can expand all the way up to 200 feet. So I would say from where I'm at, I'm about maybe 20 or 25 feet or 30 feet. So I'm not even at 200 feet. So again, this internet loves fluctuating. And it's a problem because the Wi-Fi signal fluctuates. And at first I thought it was the Wi-Fi router. I wish I would have listened to the cable man, but now I had to find out for myself. So this computer, it might have an older module that takes Wi-Fi, but it's probably not designed for the stuff of today, pretty much. So I'm kind of pissed off about that, because all this time I had this computer since I sold the other one, and now I find out later it's my computer, sort of. I mean, if I move this, like the screen itself, and I actually opened this, I actually sold more of the same model several times. The HP 2560p and the HP 570p. They have the wireless antennas, or like the antennas themselves are stored and installed on the screen bezel, inside the screen bezel. And then on the bottom where the chassis of the computer is, where the hard drive is underneath is the card itself that transmits information. So I'm thinking that this computer, and some computers are guilty for this. I know my cell phone, some routers that I've had before, my cell phone would actually time itself out every time I try to connect to the internet. So I want to give it a go, and if it times out again, I'm gonna have to figure out why. But I've been wanting to get a different computer anyway, because this one can only go up to 16 gigs, and I found that 16 gigs is not enough for the stuff I feel I can do in the future, and that's what I'm just gonna do. But I had to do it when my mother's asleep, because this thing, when you disconnect it, or like when you unplug it from the socket, it'll turn off your phone. Literally, that's the Xfinity got this modem that controls the phone line, and if anything gets damaged or water, say goodbye to your phone line. You have to have something to contact Xfinity. So it's insane but true. Now I'm angry because I got to turn around and fix this computer. I don't know if it needs much fixing. I think it's just the computer is just not as powerful. Some computers, like the one computer I've had, it was a touchscreen and a laptop. The Wi-Fi was so strong on that one that it didn't matter where I located the modem or anything. But now it sort of does, because each computer behaves differently. So like if I use OBS, or if I go more than one browser, it'll almost always time itself out. And that's one of the problems that I've had with this particular model. I noticed that while all other computers cost cheap because of the power of the RAM expansion and the maximum power of the RAM, you have things that like the cheapest next to a high capacity computer is something that goes up to 16 gigabytes of RAM, which is actually, you could pay between 150 to about $100. Something that goes up to 32 gigs, you're looking at a more professional expansion as far as like memory space. And I need a lot of memory to compensate for the things I do and activities I have open on the computer, because otherwise it's just going to time itself out and do the same thing over and over again. So I think my mom's going to be waking up and asking me, what's this doing over here? I said I had to move because this internet keeps timing out on me, and the cable guy suggested that if it does that again, just move it somewhere else. I would put it in my room, but I got so many cords, and if that thing gets unplugged without notice, then guess what? We don't have no phone, and my mother uses the telephone. And plus, having a phone is very good because you never know when you end up gotta call 911 for emergencies or just emergencies in general. You don't know what's happening. I think like some people live in an age where they don't have landlines, but I think you should have a landline phone on the side if you're able to, and a cell phone, because you never know when your phone is going to be fucked up on you. Like this guy that visited my house recently, he had a phone. As I'm moving this, I'm noticing that I'm wondering if it's just this antenna here, because see how it it fluctuated a little bit. I'm gonna take a look at this, and I'm gonna make sure this is all the way in properly. Now it's possible that I never really opened this computer. I mean, I know about the model, but I never opened this particular one. Just making sure everything's buttoned down and crap. Yeah, I think it's this computer. I'm gonna sell it because it's not my type. You have to, like, some computers are very sensitive as far as Wi-Fi, and the only way to get this thing to work was to put something in a way that I know that it's not gonna time itself out, because and that's a shame because I need a stronger module, and I'm thinking that the RAM, well, this is 16 gigs, but still that should be more than enough to expand. It's fucking insane. Go look up my bank. Let me tell you what happened on Sunday. I tried buying this computer that went up, that was real expensive, that someone had for cheap. That the reason was for cheap because it was a bargain. So I comes back from the bank, or comes back from putting money in something to buy it. The damn thing is sold out. I said, what the fuck? Now I gotta worry about buying shit. And I don't like the idea of having Wi-Fi near me because I hear it can cause health problems. But then again, as far as I'm concerned, who would want to plug something onto a phone jack and literally sit there looking stupid? Anyway, because that's what you had to do with older laptops back then. There was no Wi-Fi. There was none of that shit. You had to plug if you want to connect to the internet, you had to have a long phone jack or something, plug it in, and pretty much that's your internet. The only way to get something wireless was to buy a PSI or one of those computer cards that they used to have on for laptops. They don't have them no more. I think they stopped making those kind when the Windows or Windows Vista generation or Windows XP generation kind of began, so, and ended. So, but Laptops used to be so expensive. Now they are expensive to a certain extent. If you buy a laptop that has the ability to go up to 32 gigabytes of RAM, you're going to be paying more money because of that power. It doesn't matter whether they add 2 gigabytes or 1 or 80 gigabyte hard drive. You're going to be paying more just because of how powerful that computer is and how much you can go up to. So everyone looks at the power of the RAM as the number one tool. So for me, I got to turn around and I'm really debating on buying one, but I'm going to buy one because I'm very curious about this. Now, there's a guy on the internet that sells a laptop, the same model I was trying to get. Not this one I own, but another one. And I didn't care if it was going to be 15 inches or nothing. I got to the place that, if I really want something, I'm going to have to compromise my ideas. Now, the bezel on this laptop is relatively cheap. It snaps on, and to take it off, you got to pry it out and then push it back in. I don't like that because you could easily break plastic that way. I don't know how people I don't know how people do. I don't know how people get the training to work on their Apple phones and stuff. Those places that fix Apple phones and computers. How do you take that stuff apart? I mean, everything feels like it's glued together, and if you take it apart yourself with anything, you're gonna break it, even if you use the right tools. Insane. And everything is between surface mount or sticky mount components. It's not the screw kind or nothing. So, I guess, and there's really not much information that Apple gives you as far as self-repair. If you buy one of these new laptops today and if you break something, that's it. You're fucked, really. I just hope I don't get no radiation reaction with this Wi-Fi close to me. I'm very paranoid that way. For those of you that don't know, I'm very paranoid. I don't even like using a microwave sometimes. And the thing is that, it's insane. It's all insane. So I'm confused already just thinking about this. My anxiety attack. eBay. Well, so far the internet hasn't timed itself out. And according to this cable company, this thing goes up to 200 feet. So this shouldn't even been no issue. And some Wi-Fi, like there's one for $76. Problem is, I'm looking at, see, if this guy's computer has, like this guy's computer that is he's selling, it has 16 gigabytes, 250 gigabyte hard drive space, Windows 10, which I'm not going to put Windows 10 on mine. I'll put Windows 10 on something else, and then but the problem is it doesn't have Wi-Fi. So I looked up the Wi-Fi card for this, and this one there's signal 1, 2, and 3. So there should be a Wi-Fi option on this thing. If not, I'm going to be angry because that makes no sense. I mean, I'm sitting there and I'm paying buku money, but I think the auction doesn't. I'm just wondering, am I going to win the auction or not? But again, 32 gigabyte laptops are very, very, very. I mean, the highest one is 62, and I'm thinking, holy shit, that's a lot of space. But those are like $300-400, sometimes up to $1,000. So it's kind of like what it was when computers were popular and it didn't matter what shape or size. So the value went down. This one is refurbished. Let's see, 8570. Now that's the P. There's two versions of the same laptop. There's the 8570p and there's the 8570W. The 8570W is actually the one that goes up to 30 some gigs. The 8570p is just a laptop that OBS before, just so you know. Reconnection successful. I hope this isn't a joke, because man, I just wasted 40 minutes moving. No, it's an entire description, because you just never know. Because sometimes you don't read the descriptions, and people just fuck themselves. And it says here, buyers are expected to do their own research in regards to the compatibility and hardware / requirements, yada yada yada, stuff I already know. Says, please note that we do not offer technical support installing the hard drive or operating system on all drivers is buyer's responsibility. It says hard drive caddy, none. It says here webcam, yes, good, minor blemishes, wireless, yes, Bluetooth, yes, Windows 7, operating system not included, battery. Please expect photos to see if the battery is included. Power supply not included. So now, $100 and some. Oh God, I don't even want to pay that much. Damn. But it's a little better, because here's the thing. You're paying for something that allows you to have a little bit of freedom as far as speed performance, and it just basically, the more items you open, the less speed that your computer is going to give you. The less items you open, the more speed your computer is going to give you. So technology is changing every single fucking day. So it's a pain in the ass just to keep up with the whole thing and the whole gap. And now I got to turn around and go get a new computer. eBay. I mean, it pisses me off. I mean, it pisses me off to no end. I mean, seriously, I'm sitting here dazed. I really am. I mean, you think I like going through this crap? No, I don't. I mean, fuck. I mean, I'm sitting here. And the thing is that my computer is, let's see here. I gotta try to find something. Heat being on a fixed income. And then, the problem is that I try to save my money, but the issue is that everything's expensive nowadays. It wasn't like years ago when I was 12 or 13 or 14 where things were easy. But even then, my mother wouldn't. The money I would get, my mother wouldn't even let me have. So, you imagine having about some of your money at the age of 13 and 14, just being a child, going crazy, running around all over the fucking place, and yada yada yada. Oh shit. I pray that this would be the day. But unfortunately, it's $89.99. It says boot to BIOS, but password locked. Fuck. I don't feel like paying. You know, that would cost me $20, so that's no way in the world I'm paying that. Password locked. Ah, God. I'm very, 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 and like the used ones are like between $250 to $300. This one is no hard drive, which I can accept a no hard drive. I can accept that. Says here, powers on, boots to BIOS, lid won't stay closed. Oh no. Why? Oh, God. The criminy of it all. $500 some. This is a quad core i7. Nice to know. Alright. I gotta turn around and go through this. This is some depending on the upgrade. This thing could be worth about $1,000. I saw something for $999. This one has 16 gigabytes, 500. Okay, well this is interesting. If you make $1,000 out of this computer, I'll be damned. I guarantee you, if I sell this and give away my RAM, I'm gonna make sure to get about $200 for this thing, because I'm not kidding. $200 will be for the labor, that installment, and all that other shit. And everybody and their mama has got to be like, I'm like, dude. So, alright, so I'm a little bit nervous about this guy's computer, but it says here it does not have Wi-Fi and has to be used with a wired connection. And I'm curious about that, so. But it has everything else, so what I'm going to have to do is just study. And with the 16 gigs, it could very well be sold for a lot more. Problem is that a lot of these people, oh god, this is password locked, but I'm going to see something here. If it's password locked, I wonder, can you unlock the password? And first of all, it doesn't even have the cover. This doesn't even have the RAM or the cover, so that pisses me off. I know this computer is powerful, but goddamn, put a fucking cover with it, man. People take out the most stupidest stuff just to sell it as is. I don't know what is it, but it's just some kind of relic sort of thing. This one here is no hard drive, no OS, so that's nice to know. I gotta pay $10 out of my own money. Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, AC adapter. No, why are you gonna charge an AC adapter? Why are you gonna charge for an AC? Why are you gonna charge $140 for something that doesn't come with the power cord? I mean, I had someone that told me that laptops back then were worth $50 at least. But my fucking god. Alright, this one is a pre-owned by some idiot. Has been tested and work. It does not include a battery or hard drive. Why are you charging that much money? God damn. This one here, I mean, it just... I'm about to surrender to this guy's computer here with the no Wi-Fi thing. What is all this tape on this one, man? This one says bottom cover does not stay on taped. This is what the fuck is this, man? Alright. What the fuck is this? Look at some of these people that sell these items got tape over something. You can see the white tape covering the USB because the cover won't stay on. What the fuck, man? Oh god. Where the hell they get these people from? I'm stone crazy in getting this computer, and yet I am dazed at the same time, trying to figure out why I'm having this problem. Damn. So this one is $50, but it's on auction. I mean, this is insane. This one is BIOS lock. Let's see if we can deal with this one. It says BIOS lock, but is locked with a password. Missing components. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. You're charging... God damn. I bet you some of these will never be sold because the condition that they try to put up for... I mean, the prices they try to put up for it and the condition that they're in, I mean, it's just... It's not going to sell. This one's a BIOS lock. Well, I guess people in the business field or government field use these kinds of computers. But I want something real powerful. I didn't want nothing that was just sitting. You know what I mean? I want something that can do whatever the fuck I just about want it. I mean, not too many things you could do. It says here parts only. It's just really insane. And the only option for me is to buy this guy's computer, but the problem is, yo, this has 8 gigs RAM. Oh God. This one says been tested, does not include battery, hard drive, caddy. You're fucking with me, man. Jesus Christ. I got this computer. Let's see what we got here. I got 70. Let's see, $76, $86, $96, about $100, probably about $110. This is a Windows 7 computer. My issue with this is that it doesn't have the hard drive. And when I asked the guy that he bought when he bought this, that it actually had Wi-Fi at all, he just said when he inquired it. But I mean, yeah, it's obvious that you inquired it. But how did you inquire? Did you inquire it new, or did you inquire it used? I mean, fuck. It doesn't take rocket science to figure that out. Doesn't have Wi-Fi. I know that, but I just want to know if the thing works 100%. I couldn't give a fuck about it not having Wi-Fi. This one is 89 something. This one, oh God, get me back to the same listings I've been on before. Says here, back to factory setting. Houston something. Let's make a desperate auction bid here. This is, we're just hoping that without that Wi-Fi connection. See, I know a little bit about these kinds of computers because they're not that. I'm gonna brace myself to find myself with no. Is this internet working? It sure is taking a long time to load something, so I'm gonna check it. Uh-oh. No, it's fine. Let's check the other one. Ah, I'm the high bidder. Fuck yeah. So, if I put this up to 80, say 90, 100, might as well put it up to 80. Put up to $80. That way, so I'll be like 90. What? Are you kidding me? What? Alright, I'll just keep it like this for now. So that'd be 98 some dollars. You know, it's in good shape. I'm surprised. So, and it does have the Wi-Fi indicator thing. Ending bid now. Wait a minute. I thought I already bid. Okay. If I don't win, I don't win. Just fuck it. Because, here's another dude that was selling the same item for like $111. It doesn't have the battery. It doesn't have the charger. You gotta buy that yourself, which is retarded. And this one has 16 gigs, so if I'm able to win this, I can sell my computer with the 16 gigs that I got and pretty much make about $200. Pretty much. Because this is insane. I can't stand it anymore. I hope I don't get radiation poison or sickness or no kind of cancer from that Wi-Fi next to me. But I had it in my room, but now I feel phobic now because I've heard a story from some dude saying, well, you may be smoking, but you're in that Wi-Fi crap. It wasn't talking to me, it was talking to some woman. And I'm just like scared. I keep the plastic thing on. been nowhere. Mom's asleep. I thought she was awake. She's asleep. Where have I been? I like when she talks funny when she sleeps. She talks like a dang drunk. I'm drunk and I'm talking funny. I used to play with my mother a whole lot. I used to play this game with my mother where every time she goes to sleep, I'll be standing over her, just watching her talking to herself and having a dream. And then what I try to do is I used to go through a room just to get peppermints, and cause I would crave peppermints a lot, and so she wakes up and it's like, "What are you doing over here?" She'd be freaking out. She'd be scared, like she'd just be waking up. That's funny. I used to call my mom a name a lot, and it was, I used to tease my mother. I called her old goat. I say bat. I do it sometimes. I shouldn't really be doing that, but she'd be like, "What did I tell you about you calling me that?" I love it when she said, "What did I tell you about you calling me that? I'm your mother." But it's funny calling her a goat in her sleep. It's more funny as fuck, you know. Oh God, this is you know. So if I do have enough to get this thing, I'm gonna have to get the Wi-Fi card, and I want the strongest one I can get because this one. Let's see here. I need to get the HP 8560W. HP 8560W Wi-Fi card. I don't know if it has a Bluetooth, but I could probably, what I could do is, this one's $3, $6, not bad. I'm gonna watch this, but now I wanted to look up this thing on the internet. Let's see. The editing where you can add characters over people's faces on video. Let's see. I was wondering what kind of... Because I saw a video where Jared... his face was on a Star Wars scene. And I said, what kind of editing is that? I would like to know. Let's see. Of course, I don't know. See here. See here. But you know, the first editing I like to do is let's see. If this money comes, I should have about $140 some. Oh God, it's all my money. Blasted. But yeah, things I gotta move, man. This thing is just... Says Arnold is angry. Who cares about Arnold being angry? I don't even watch whatever show that is, like some kind of reality show or some Howard Stern. Like, I don't care. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's see what my Wi-Fi card has. Does it have like the 3? No, it has the 2 thing. Well, there's the other card here. The phone card. There's the Bluetooth right here. I don't know. I know one thing. Sometimes this computer will be really hot. Not all the time, but sometimes. The simple thing to do is to take your air compressor and blow the fan out a little bit. And then sometimes if you have to add thermal paste again. Clean off the... Just take out the... Well, if it's not removable, if it's soldered on, just like clean out the old thermal paste and add new one. That way, it'll be a fresh running. Because sometimes, like there's an actual pipe that connects to the fan, and if that pipe gets any dust clogged or something or dirt or something, it's just gonna not blow out the heat correctly. That's with all computers. Let me see here. Oh shit, we're not talking about FaZe Primarina. I need to change that. I only did that for fun. Really, I feel sorry for people like FaZe Primarina. I really do. The problem is that I wonder why he's so relevant, and the only person that was able to give me that information was Hatman. He said that this guy was known for all this fucked up stuff as far as uploading videos from other YouTube channels of people's children getting their penis circumcises and looking at little kids' penises and dicks and stuff. And he even admits he's an openly gay person, so that's an indication that he likes little boys. I'm not saying that he likes it, but it sort of comes off as an indication for him saying that. I mean, it'd be different if he says that I don't like little boys, but I am gay, and I like penises. You know, that's understandable. But the fact is, he didn't say it like that. He just said that I am an open gay, autistic person, and yada yada yada. Alright. Well, I wonder what that second subscriber's up to, but then I think it was based on a Jared Genesis video I did. Must be that idiot, with the gameplay thing. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's FaZe Primarina right here. Alright. Well, someone thumb up my video. Oh no, I hope it isn't what I think it is, those demons. Anyway, let me see. I better find out. But I want to, I was thinking in my mind, I said, if I wasn't robbed of myself, I bet you I can get any person I want in my control. Not literally control them, but just that charm that I have. I always sensed that out of me, but it never came out in performance. Then a psychologist comes up to me. She was not my therapist. She says, I find your son charming. I said, if I am fucking gonna find somebody charming, and yet you know nothing about him, you're just a person running a school meeting. The other person that was gonna run it, he had something to do, which I didn't like that guy anyway. He wasn't even a psychologist. He was put there as a guidance counselor. Because the other one, the original one, was transferred to another campus in the same school. Fucking, you know. Well, they put that guy on there. I said, dude, the only thing he does is social work business. He's not really a psychologist. And he ain't the kind that I want to deal with. And there are ones outside of school that I don't like. What the fuck you gonna... I mean, I really... I mean, everybody doesn't under... We're under this system where... If you need somebody to talk to, and the first advice is go see a psychologist. Why can't your friends be the psychiatric kind of people? Why can't the people that we love, or the people that care for us, or allies, or somewhat be that person? You don't need a psychologist or a professional, because the only thing they want is your money. They don't give a fuck about nothing but that. And the school psychologists, they look for more reasons to try to impress themselves with parents and money. I mean, on some of the Facebook pages I've seen, it's like, oh, I'm sure somebody's parent would appreciate this. And I'm thinking, why has it got to be parents and money? Of course, parents equals money because those are the taxpayers that pay the school taxes. But again, that's all these people give a fuck about. There's no passion in the word art or gym or any of these subjects. It's about making a market out of your ass, out of your own school, out of the district, and that's it. That's all it's about. And everybody's wasting, everybody's going to these school meetings, going ookie baba kind of crap, are wasting their fucking time. Because they ain't gonna get what they want no time soon. It don't matter how many people raise the issue. The school boards and the school systems do whatever the fuck they want to do. And can you believe that some of these people just have the weirdest rules in the world? Like, I never understood why no one wasn't allowed to wear a hat. What is it about a hat? I mean, there's different kinds of hats. There's a papa hat. There's a dude rag. Are you gonna like tell a person not to wear a dude rag? I mean, it's not gonna. What is it gonna do? Like, make them look superior to you? I mean, it doesn't make any damn sense. The idea of a teacher is to teach, not this nonsense about a hat. I mean, a dress code is probably reasonable because if people will come in school any kind of way, and we got to keep things clean because we try to make an example for the public, and some of the age groups in our school, we got younger children, but this is ridiculous, man. With this whole hat thing and this other stuff, I say if you're not hurting nobody with a hat, why the fuck ban it from school? If you're not trying to kill somebody with a piece of paper that you're writing to pass off time, why kill it? As long as that person is doing what you have told them to do, who gives a rat's ass? These teachers are so obsessed that some of them, when they get in a bad mood, they'll some of them I've seen take it out on students. There's some of them. And and these people will deny it, and they'll say you're full of it, kind of crap. Without actually saying it, you can read their faces and all the other shit. But I've seen it. But my fucking God, it's insane, man. Let me see here. I should have never been robbed like this, and ain't nothing nobody else could do. And that's why they giving up, because really I told these people, I said, ain't nothing y'all could do. You people give me advices that doesn't even work. I tried all that stuff. When I was 16 years old, I looked into human resources. I learned that human resources system runs the same thing as New Jersey. New Jersey runs the same kind of shit. Problem is, they call it whatever. It's just fucking insane. They're all connected together. And believe it or not, my mother's friend or whatever, acquaintance or whatever, she works for one of these people. And they turn around and every time I said in my mind, I said, dude, I said, woman, you gotta try to practice your human resources on your own son. And can't even understand why he doesn't want to be around people. Because he doesn't want to be aggravated with people judging him. When you are socially awkward, and any parent with a brain that would have work with human resources, which should have common sense to read that, apparently she doesn't. And it's not her. There's a lot of people like that. I mean, it's fucking insane. And I wouldn't want her as my social worker. I'm sorry. If I'm going to have my social worker, we're going to have some talks. If you can't coincide with what I'm saying, you're not with me. I mean, the only reason I couldn't really speak up like that was because my mother was overseeing stuff. And there was arguments with my mother that I've had. I said, Mother, what the fuck? I said to her. I would curse my mother out. And she'd be like, you cursed me out, call me every name in the book except a child of God. I say, yeah, because everything is fucked up, man. You don't even understand what I'm saying. I mean, I'm sorry for cursing at you, but this is how I feel. And yada, yada, yada. And then she'd be like, I'm so sick of so much foolishness. I'm like, foolishness? Woman, it's not hard for you to understand where I'm coming from. Even if I can't explain it in the way I'm trying to. It was nothing she could have done either, but still, I just, I tried everything. I remember we came from a meeting one time at school because I was concerned about my reading. I've been concerned of this since whatever, man, God knows. And she thought they was going to work with me. I said, Mom, they're not going to do no more but the same thing. You watch. And we argued about it. In fact, I was angry that she didn't really take my side. She was nice to the teachers, was agreeing to everything they're saying. I'm sitting there angry. I'm like, why are you doing this, Mom? I said, this woman really doesn't know what these people are like. And even if she does, I wonder would she still be ignorant to this? And frankly, I didn't give a fuck because the one thing that was on my mind was my livelihood. Seriously. I'll be back. I gotta respond to somebody. I actually got two emails from Hatman 5 days ago. I didn't had a chance to read them. I had a chance to read them, and I like to respond with some of the things that he was saying. I mean, it's just I like the fact that he was generous enough to tell me his information a little bit, but I think I got some other person not talking to me. I don't know why. I don't see why because I try to be friendly to people, and it's not like I mean I'm not trying to invade someone's privacy. I was only trying to have fun. But anyway, this is someone else. Maybe I can. I don't know. I really don't like getting. I don't like for people getting involved in my problems. But it's just I like figuring things out. And the problem is, if I don't figure stuff out, I get very, very more curious and hyper. So I'll be back. Gonna mute this fucking thing, mute this other thing, and we'll be right back. I'm back. This is 10-year-old trapped in a man's body again. It's been about maybe 15, 20 minutes, I think. If at best. I was emailing this Hat Man guy back and was sharing him, I guess, some things. Was venting. I was venting over my own self of being robbed of myself and my being. My real self. I mean, not this other crap that you're seeing in performance. Robbed of my real performance and my being. Giving advice what to do and not to be the opposite. I'm not even sure if it would be understood because of my illiteracy and being robbed of my real self, and the school system sucks. I tell you right now, if anybody is watching this, I don't even know if anyone's watching this or not, but I tell you right now, I said if I could believe in Satan that easily and kill myself and whatever, it'd be so easy. But it's not. It's not, folks. It's not. I mean, it's fucking insane. I tell you the truth, man. Anyway, after emailing this guy, I felt a little emotional, and I didn't cry. I can't even get myself to cry. Ain't that a fucking bitch? I can't get myself to cry, and I don't mind crying about this crap, because it bothers me as a motherfucker. But it seemed like I've been through so much shit that my body's kind of motionless from crying. I said, I hate my life. I said, if I could kill myself, I would. Insane. Ben from Drunken Peasants is a criminal. This guy, Jared, is obsessed with drunken peasants. It's insane. Look at this dude. Look at this. Look at this idiot. Oh God. This is my Jared project right here. Alright, let's take a look at this son of a bitch. Come to think of it, I think Jared would be a good cunt of the month. And the reason I say that because he fits all the traits of a cunt. No. He shaved that. He shaved parts of the chia pet head. Oh no.
Let me tell you guys something. You fuck with one of my homies, you're fucking with me. Ben Pie, you're an idiot, bro. I mean, really, what did you think would happen messing with me? You know I have people who have my back.
Oh God, not this crap again.
Why are you even still messing with me, bro?
Why?
I don't understand it, bro.
By the time I get done with Jared, he's going to be looking at the other way, which is me.
I really don't.
I got a surprise for Jared, and I've been wanting to do it for quite some time. And nobody else ain't going to know except me and him.
Drama was done with, but no. Apparently you had to come back and troll me and bring your autistic posse.
How do you know if it's this guy from the Drunken Peasants?
20 people.
I actually watched some of their videos, and they actually don't like hearing anything about you.
To troll me. Listen to me, man. My boy Kugel, that's my dog.
Oh God.
Fucking with him.
He owns these people.
Doxing him. Ooh, you best believe we take that shit seriously.
I wonder what happens if I dox Jared. Or maybe dox is old. Maybe, I don't know. It's wrong anyway, but I'm curious to see what he'd do a video response.
Just like the police took it very seriously when they found out that, oh, guess what? You were hoeing out somebody, weren't you, Benny boy? You were hoeing out a prostitute. Yes, you were. And I have all the evidence to prove it from Reddit.
Oh, come on.
Wow, Ben Pie. Wow, I'm surprised in you.
I wonder, does your parents know all this stuff that's going on? Because I bet you they don't.
Out a tranny, trying to get that money. Taking her to
that bristle pad of a head. Look like one of those things you use to clean pots, with.
Houses. Hilarious. Let me read it right here in quotes. Ben is staying in Washington because he was arrested for soliciting a mentally retarded prostitute.
Are you
And
serious?
the terms of his bond won't let him leave the state. Someone added too, someone named Ederan. Furthermore, the prostitute is likely a tranny, which is in love with Ben, and why she is lashing out. Good.
How do you know some of this information is even real or fake? But anyway, I don't even know who the drunken peasants are, so I don't care.
Good stuff.
I've seen them when they did that video in Whitney's, Wisconsin, which I laughed my shit off.
Grady. I have your name and info, by the way.
Oh no!
Which, yes, the entire chat will be seeing. But
Now, here's my plan. I'm not gonna say, but I'm probably gonna have to take a risk of Jared doing one of his stupid shits that he has been known to do within the last few months. But if it works, or if at least something happens, I'd rather for it to be in the way that Jared and everybody and their mama will be shined with the truth, I guess.
I think the most damning evidence.
My mother, every time I bring up Jared, she's like, I don't want to talk about him because she's upset the way this guy treated me. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
I have on you, my friend, is the fact that you hoed out a tranny. Hey, bro.
And he's getting more obnoxious as times go by. Like, I'm not surprised nothing has happened to him yet. I mean, seriously.
That's super punk rock, bro. I get it. You're totally punk now, bro. Hoeing out those trannies, taking them to steakhouse dinners.
What I don't understand is why would a mentally challenged? Well, I guess they got to make money, but I don't know.
Good shit, my dog. Listen to me, motherfucker. Don't you ever
Oh no!
fuck with me or you're gonna regret it even more.
Look at this guy, he's so mad.
I think the most damning evidence.
You know, like, look at his eyes. It was bulging out almost. He's like, don't you ever.
I have on you, my friend, is the fact that you hoed out a tranny.
I wonder if he's going to be mad at me of the thing I'm going to do. He'll know it's me for sure.
Hey, bro, that's super punk rock, bro. I get it, you're totally punk now, bro. Hoeing out those trannies, taking them to steakhouse dinners. Good shit, my dog. Listen to me, motherfucker. Don't you ever fuck with me or one of my friends again, or you're gonna regret it even more.
Ugh. You see that anger? That means that this guy is able. I think Jared could be violent. I could be wrong. It says, "Get him, got him, bitches." Oh no! You know what? I'm not even gonna look. But he doxed this guy's information. I mean, look, this is getting out of hand. Like, seriously. This guy keeps doxing people, man. What the fuck? Alright, well, I think he censored it because of the YouTube thing, but my goodness, whoa, man. He's probably going to be doxing my information by the time I get through with him, but I'll make sure a few things, though. I can promise you that, because this shit, I'm sure I'll bring it to the attention of whatever, but yeah, I had plans for a while, and it was part of this premonition, because I knew that there was no way for me to do nothing, so I had this idea. And if it works, it's going to affect Jarrett more in a way that it'll change things. I'm not sure. It'll help him, for one thing. Anyway, back to my old sloppy life. As I said, if I can't help my own dick, let me help somebody else's dick. Meaning that if I can't help myself, then I'd rather help somebody else. Kind of shit. We got Hatman. Let's see what this DVD. Oh, 30-second damn fucking commercial. It says here, the Devil's Own. Bye bye.
Now, this is 26 DVDs I have, which run the spectrum from A to Z. How many of them do you have? How many of them have you seen?
Wait a minute. What are we talking here? I got a decent size of. I don't know about DVDs, but I got both somewhat VHSs and DVDs. I like DVDs better, but VHSs are good. I don't think I was always curious about that analog technology where you can actually preserve a film and make it last forever. So I sure would like to get after Alpha Genesis here. I like to just make several accounts and just literally torment this guy. Because here's why. It's not to do the things that these people do, it's to help them. If I can only know how to do that. There's Space Primarina's video. Okay. Lord have mercy. Wait a minute. Is there what the fuck is this? Interactive DVD game footage.
Tell me, rebels, who has the least dark side answer?
I didn't know there was a VHS game of Star Wars.
You will be unable to draw any data and attack them.
What in the fuck is this game? 1996 Hasbro Interactive VHS games. James Earl doesn't sound like James Earl, or is it David Prowse and James Earl reprised the body and voice of Darth Vader? Sounds a bit like, oh god. Again, in the late 90s, they had all these Star Wars stuff. I mean, I was happy as a kid going to Walmart buying Star Wars figures. Star Wars was the #1 seller. Let me see here. The Drive E lawsuit that shook piracy. Okay. I don't want to know something that took away my way of getting games. Because it's like, I'm a poor man. I don't have like $100 or $200 for some game for the PlayStation. You know? Or something for whatever, man. Yeah, there's even like people from China that are making pirated cartridges of Sega Genesis games. I actually got one of them, Michael Jackson's Moonwalker, and the other one was SWAT Cats for the Super Nintendo, because by the original one, it's a piece of shit, you know? Let's see here. Oh, 1987, cool.
Saga of Rebellion and Romance.
Okay. Now there was this like game called Nightmare, which is similar to this one game from the Star Wars, but only you get this gatekeeper dude doing whatever. I mean, it's insane. Let's see here. Alright. I don't know who the fuck these people are, man. Oh, God. Alright, it's just about Alpha Genesis. I'm gonna go crazy. Oh, shit. Alpha Genesis. Look at this guy. This dude by the name of Pitbull Jar, somewhere fuck his name is, comes comments under this thing here, man. It's just like every minute this guy is sucking up the people that love him as opposed to the other way around. So I think, you know what, was that video response, that anger response, was that based on that? Let me see some.
Let me read it right here in quotes. Ooh, you best believe we take that shit and 20 people to troll me. Listen to me, Ben. My boy Kugel, that's my dog, okay? Fucking with him, doxing him.
I wonder if anybody ever fucked with that other guy, Pitbull, Jar, something. That'd be cool. Someone doxed him. Not that I'm encouraging it, but I'm saying, as far as looking at this guy's idiotic response, just like this guy is going crazy, doxing people's address and doing unhealthy stuff. He's actually the very thing he once spoke against, and now he calls it justice. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, a yay for foe, 100 foe, or something. I'm copying off something I've seen before. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I'll be back in a little bit. I gotta take a bath. Goodbye. Ga 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 ga.